not see the reason why an indigene of Ondo State cannot serve as a rec in Ondo State. However, two major issues that must be noted are this. One, was the rec truly culpable of the allegations against her? I must also add, my party had made a public statement on this, a press release. What is the concern of independent inter-party advisory council in issuing vote of confidence in a government official? I often quarrel with needless and sometimes foolish politics. What concerns a political party that has a viable candidate on the stage contesting vigorously to win election? Meanwhile, PRP was not there. The PRP state chairman has made a statement to the press. He was not present. He did not approve it, and we are not part of it. The question is, when you go to the press, a political party that is not in the open in this election, and is addressing the press, giving vote of confidence in the rec of INEC, an agency that provides supervisory role, among others, over political parties. Then you wonder, what is the interest of these parties in this so-called vote of confidence? Were they part of a body that elected the rec? If the rec at all was elected, she was appointed. So how can you be passing vote of confidence? We were busy on the field campaigning when we had this lacuna called a news. Because I do not know and think, probably because the rec is a sunshiner, some of the people who did this are her family members, sincerely speaking. Because what do you want me to say? There is no reason under heaven that any political party leader will be in a meeting and be passing vote of confidence in an appointed official of INEC. This is what I would then advise. The national body of INEC should listen to every protest against any of their officials. There must be a smoke screen somewhere. Sincerely, that investigation may then unravel whether it was a sponsored protest politically or it was true. But until it has been investigated, one of the things that we put out in our press release is that INEC must now, IPAC must now make public the result of the investigation it claimed to purportedly carried out that vindicated the rec and could have been used to allay the fears of the public. Outside that, I think IPAC itself is already culpable in this whole mess. Don't forget also that protest in this country is a legal right of the citizens. By going to court, you are even protest. Peaceful protest is enshrined in our constitution. And anybody at any time, whether alone or in conjunction with others, groups have protested in this country. Government has protested before. A governor has come out openly in this country before to protest on the street. So what's the big deal about protest? I, however, have issues with all these things. And I'm not saying this as a student of project management. I think deploying a rec to Ondo, who is an indigene of Ondo State, for an election, puts her in two ways. One, she stands to have conflict of interest or conflicting interest. I'm talking professionally now. She's likely, because under normal condition, she's a voter in Ondo. She's an indigene here. She has her family members, and her family members will vote. I think this is one of the things I do not think INEC really put these things into consideration. A project manager would have guided against these two things, ensuring that the officer of an agency that is supposed to be apolitical, neutral, should not be somebody who is capable of having interest in the project. Just like a surgeon cannot be giving her wife or his wife to operate upon, is the same way you cannot ask a sunshiner to come and supervise governorship election in Ondo State at this time. I do not have anything against Mrs. Babalola as a person. I know her as a person because she used to be, I think, the director of legal department in INEC National, and I, being a national officer of political party, have met her once or twice at the meeting of INEC. But sincerely, whoever appointed her into this state at this time really didn't help her. She is someone who is now in a position that professionally, she won't be able to divulge herself completely from conflict of interest and conflicting interest. And to make the matter worse, is that IPAC, which we always know is pro-government in almost everything, that we have seen it here, both in Ondo State, everywhere, IPAC just want to do the bidding of government. And if IPAC is now passing vote of confidence, it's a lacuna, it's unheard of. What concerns you is overreaching itself. It is just becoming a meddlesome interloper in what does not concern you. And that brings us to questions.